Blaise Pascal was born June 19, 1623, in Clermont-Ferrand, France, to Etienne and Antoinette Pascal. Antoinette passed away when Pascal was very young and left Etienne to take care of Pascal and his two sisters, Gilbert and Jacqueline. In 1631, Etienne moved his family to Paris and began to homeschool Blaise. Despite Etienne being a tax collector and mathematician, he decided to leave math out of his son's schooling and feared that his son would love math too much that he would not want to learn anything else. By the age of 12, Pascal began exploring math on his own and was able to figure out that the sum of a triangle's angles are equal to two right angles. After discovering this, Etienne saw that his son was a prodigy and decided to allow Blaise to study math. Etienne then allowed his son to come with him to the Académie Libre, where famous mathematicians met to discuss science and math. This allowed Pascal to involve himself in the works of some of the greatest mathematicians at his time, as well as his own work. At 16, he published his Essai pour les coniques, or Essay on Conics, that included what we now call Pascal's theorem. Pascal's theorem states that if 6 points are chosen on a conic and connected by line segments that form a hexagon, 3 pairs of opposite sides meet at 3 points on a straight line. This straight line is called the Pascal line. Not long after, Pascal invented the Pascaline. The Pascaline was the first calculator that was produced and actually used. The Pascaline was only capable of addition and subtraction. Pascal built it for his father to use as a tax collector. Pascal invented the roulette machine while trying to invent a perpetual motion machine. This led to Pascal's theory on probability. Pascal discussed gambling with Pierre de Fermat, a mathematical theorist, and eventually found that there was a fixed likelihood of a particular outcome when you roll the dice. Pascal also invented Pascal's triangle. Each number is the sum of the two numbers above it. Each row starts and ends with the number 1. Pascal's triangle has many uses throughout math, including binomial expansions. Pascal's scientific interests included testing the theories of Galileo and Torricelli. Pascal experimented with atmospheric pressure and invented a syringe to help test one of his theories that led to another one of his inventions, the hydraulic press. He created it based on Pascal's law. Pascal's law states that pressure applied to a confined liquid is transmitted undiminished through the liquid in all directions, no matter what the area is where the pressure is applied. In this video, you can see how this principle works. In 1646, Pascal began his spiritual transformation. Etienne injured his hip, and the 2 bone setters that came to fix it were Jansenist converters. They taught the Pascals about Jansenism, and eventually Blaise adopted Jansenist ideas. Jansenism was a Catholic theological movement that believed strongly in original sin, human depravity, divine grace, and predestination. The family agreed very strongly with the Jansenist ideas that eventually Jacqueline became a Jansenist nun. In 1654, Pascal had a mystical vision and stopped working on scientific and mathematical pursuits to focus on religious matters. After Pascal became involved with Jansenism, he wanted to write an apology for the Christian religion, but he was not able to complete it before he died. His notes for his apology were published as the Pensées, which is the French word for thoughts. In this, he tried to convert rationalists by appealing to reason and their emotions. He refused to rely on science to bring others to his religion, despite being a scientist and mathematician himself. In the section of the Pensées titled Infini Rien, he discusses what is now known as Pascal's wager. Pascal's wager was an attempt to show people that they should believe in God because of our own self-interest and not because of evidence, like others are attempting to show. Pascal tries to convince his audience with ideas such as, if there is a God and we believe in him, then we shall be rewarded in heaven when we die. If there is a God and you do not believe in him, then you will be punished in hell. Pascal was sick with many different illnesses in the later years of his life, which limited his ability to work on both scientific and religious matters. He dedicated much of his later years to charity and helping others. Pascal died on August 19, 1662, at the age of 39, with no wife or children.